Ron Scott here. Today we're comparing two cameras. My Canon XA10, which I've had for about a year, with my new Nikon D800, which I just got about a month ago. We're not only going to be comparing video quality, but also audio quality. We're going to compare the Audio-Technica shotgun microphone, which is mounted on the XA10, with my new stereo video mic from Rode, which is mounted on the D800. We've set the f-stop of both cameras at f2.8, and we've set the shutter speed at 1/30. On the Nikon, we've had to set the ISO value at 640, which I've confirmed with my trusty Gossen LunaPro, which I've probably had for over 35 years. And on the XA10, we've had to boost the gain up to about 10 dB. The XA10 doesn't have a notion of ISO values. The color balance on both is set to shade because of we're in a very overcast day today, and we also have a lot of blue light that comes off of my pool. So again, on your left is the XA10, and on your right is the D800. Okay, now we've stepped outside, and we've also zoomed out the lens on the D800 all the way to its maximum of 85 millimeters, and we've also matched that approximately on the XA10. The XA10 has a wider zoom range, and so we are not as tight as we could be with that camera. But the idea here is to compare the difference between the backgrounds on the two cameras. What they call the bokeh, or the look of the out-of-focus background, is thought to be much more pleasing on the large sensor format cameras like the D800 as opposed to the smaller sensor format cameras like the Canon XA10. We've also got quite a bit of wind out here, so we're testing our audio as well. Both microphones have wind cutters on them. In fact, the one on the Audio-Technica is called a wind cutter. That's the brand name. The one that's on the Rode microphone is called the Dead Kitten, and you can see why they call it that, as you see here. So anyway, we're outside. Both lenses are at f4. The thing to look for here is the difference in the background.